Alright you guys, this is the washer, or I mean the dryer making this squeaking noise, and it gets way worse than that. I just barely turned it on. As it goes on, it starts screaming, screeching. So I'm going to show you how to fix it. It's just the bearing in the back, so I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to push it up so I have more room. This washroom is kind of small, but you can hear it squeal. Listen. Okay, hear it? As it goes on, it gets louder and louder. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. Alright, so hold on and we will come back in just a minute. Alright you guys, I'm going to show you this here, how to change this bearing out in the back. You heard how that dryer is just squeaking horror. It's bad, it's real bad. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up the door here, and we're going to have to take out 2 screws. See if I can see, there's a screw here, and there's a screw here, over here. And we're going to have to take this top off here, first of all, okay? Let me see if I can adjust this so you can see a little better. Okay, so, let's see. I'll take these out first. They're going to be long screws. And this is a GE. So I have a Kenmore washer and a GE dryer. So one time I changed one or the other out, and I don't remember which one. So this dryer is probably like either 8 or 10 years old without the washer. I traded one of them out. So got these 2 screws out here. All right. And we're just going to lift this up. The top needs to come up. See if I can adjust this a little. There we go. See that? So we're going to lift this up. And there's like, it slides in a little slack. So pull that down like that. Take that off. Now here's the drum, or the barrel, whatever they call it, okay? And here's the cable that goes to it, or the belt that goes to what spins it around. Alright? So now what we need to do, we've got to get inside here so that we can pull this out, because the squeaky noise is coming from the back. There's like the vent thing, I don't know what they call it for the vent. We'll check that to make sure that's not squeaking while we're in here, but I'm thinking it's coming from the back. So what we're going to have to do is undo a screw up here. There's 1 screw here for this dryer, and then a few screws in the back. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm not going to take this screw all the way out. I'm just going to loosen it. Okay, so just loosen. I'm not going to take it all the way out. I just want to be able to get into this part. So let's shut this door though. Shut the door. I'm going to try to adjust this again. Door, and if I get stuck or anything, I'll have to stop and I'll just explain to you, but I'm pretty sure that will be fine. Okay, so I'm going to unloosen a few in the back here. Let me show you the back actually. So let's see if you can see that. So I'm just going to, I want this, let's see what side I want. I want to get to this side, so I'm going to just unloosen some screws on this side here. So I'm going to take this screw completely out. I'll probably take all these screws out down the side here so I can get my hand in there, but I'm going to leave the bottom one so it lines up easier. I'll just loosen the bottom one. Let's just loosen the bottom one, not take it all the way out. Now we should be able to, let's spin it back around. Okay, now we're going to have to take out a few more screws here. There's a screw up underneath here, I think. Yeah, there's a screw what's right here. What we've got to just take out. Okay, now I can get into this, because the door is the thing that holds this drum up. I dropped that screw. This door, this drum, this front holds this drum. So we have to be careful now. So I'm going to, this one's completely taken out. Now I'm going to, let's see. Back this off a little bit. Like this. And try to get this adjusted for you guys, I'm sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to take this part here and okay, this part's loosened. You gotta hold this drum up. So I'm gonna take this other screw out of here. You don't want to drop it down. Okay. And now this part is gonna come out. Now there's wires down there, so you have to be careful. So I'm just gonna set it to the side. I'm not gonna open any of the wires. Let's go like this. I'm gonna slide it close. Without taking any of these wires out. If you want, you can take the wires out, but I'm not going to. So we can see better, check it better, and make sure that this isn't loose or anything. And it's spinning the dryer, spinning the drum, so you can see the drum move. So let's unloosen the belt. And the belt is not hard to put back on. Okay, that's unloosened the belt now. So, let's see. I really need someone here to help me record this, but oh well. Alright, so now we're going to take the drum. Let me turn this music down a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to take the drum out, completely out of here, okay? So let's see if I got a good video here going so you guys can see and back it out. Okay, so now we're going to lift this up. Just lift it up with the belt. Okay, and we're going to pull the drum completely out. Okay, so the back of the drum is, here's where this bearing or whatever they call this thing. Let's see, hold on. I got brand new ones. I got a brand new one. Let's see. Okay, so here's the brand new set right here. It's just this part right here what we need to change out. And I'm hoping I have everything I need for this. Let's see. And this is a kit. This is the bearing kit. So let's see, let me flip this over, take a look. Let's see if that's it. Let's see if that bearing works. I know it's the right kit, I just want to see how hard that's going to be to get those out. If I have the right. I don't know if those are. Yeah, it looks like they're just hex. So let me put this on pause and see if I can grab some hex. Alright? So pause for just a moment. Okay, so what we need is some Allen wrenches. So I'm just going to take this out, unscrew these, and let's see if you can see down there what I'm doing. Okay, so we're just going to take this out here and put this new kit in for that bearing. Because that's what's making that squeaking noise back there. It's just wore out after so many tumbles, you know. And I'm just hoping this is going to be a quick change out. So we're not here all day long. So far so good though. So let's say there's only 3 of these. It should drop right out, I'm hoping. Alright. So that's the last one. Now that kit should just, that part of all that should just fall out in the back here. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, so I'm going to try to hold it with my hand. Cut out. Okay, so that just basically came off there, and that has a lot of lint and stuff in there where we can actually clean out. You're sitting here with all this, so I'm going to wipe this out, clean it up real quick, and just make this a quick change out. Put that back in there like that, and grab this new bearing here. This new, don't need all this extra stuff. I don't know what all that extra stuff is, but it just looks like this part is all I need. And I'm not even going to change the, I'm just going to put the old screws back in there. Just hook it back up. And screw it back up, okay? So let's go. That one. That. Let's see. Try to flip this around. See what's going on. Alright. Let's clean this off a little bit. Since we can. Just give it a good wipe. And put this back in here. So. Trying to line these up how they were before. You get the idea. We're going to have to just line this up and put the new kit back on. It's just 3 screws we pull out. I'm going to put this on pause and then I will show you in just a minute so that you're not sitting here watching me. But you're going to have to do the same thing. Just line them back up and then put the screws back in. And that's it. Here's the old one. You can see it's all wore out. That's what's making the squeaking noise. Here's the old one. See, look at it. It's all wore and beat to hell.
And now here's the new one. The new one looks much, you know, it's good to go. This one's just beat. It's all wore down. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on pause and then I will show you the rest in just a moment.
Alright, you guys are going to probably need 2 hands for that, for the assembly for the bearing. It's just because you have to have someone in the back holding this so you can get this flush against there, okay? So just make sure it's flush against the back here. Let me show you. That's the old one. Here's the new one. This part has got to be flush against there, okay? You see the 3 screws coming up out of there. Let me see if I can get a better... Sorry you guys about this video. See how it is? You want it to be... Let's see. Get a close up. There we go. You want that to be flush against here. It's got to be flush, alright? It's got to be sticking out here. But that's the new one. That's the culprit. That's what's making the noise. So... that'll fix that. And then I went ahead and I just bought a new belt too. The belt that spins the drum here. Make sure that, I don't know if you can see these little grooves in here. See the little grooves right there? You want to make sure that that's going against the, let me show you. I didn't really have to get a new belt. Here's the old one. It's still in good shape. But I went ahead and got a new one. Orange bottom part. This is the older one. Here's the new one. So, back out of this. See what I'm doing here. So we're just going to just put this, the grooves need to go down. You'll see on your drum where the grooves have been on the drum. You'll see where the belt's been. It's not going to have grooves in it, but you'll see where it's spinning it. Okay, so you want the grooves to go down. Make sure you don't get it flipped. Alright? Especially if you bought a new one. I just went ahead and got a new one. Might as well. It was only 12 bucks. And I got all this stuff on Amazon. Total for everything came to like 80 bucks. Instead of buying a whole brand new. Well, it wouldn't have been 80 bucks. It would have, because I got something for the washer. So, which you can watch that video on changing the water pump out. But I went ahead and got the... just the bearing and this belt, so I think it was 12 and 20, so what 20, 30 something bucks for it. So there we go. So all we're going to do is lift this up like this and then set it back in, so we can just lift it up with the belt, make sure that it's going around the drum how it was before, all the way around. Get it straight, and we'll just lift it up like this, and back out of this so you guys can see. There's that throw side backing up. So we're just going to slide it back up in here. So let's attempt this here, and then I'll show you guys how to hook the belt back up. That's gonna actually, let me show you how to hook the belt up right now, because I'm not gonna be able. You're not gonna be able to see it. It's a tight squeeze in there. Let's see if I can focus in on that part over there. Move this over here. So now, okay, so here's the part right there where we got to put the belt back around. You want to pull that white part right there all the way forward, and then this part. Let me see. Get a good close up on it. You can see when I point to it. This part here is where the motor's at, where it spins it. This part's where it's like the tensioner. And just make sure it's in there. Let me grab that screw out of there when I'm down here. And you can clean this up inside here if you want a little bit with your vacuum. It's up to you. If you want to clean up some. And of course I'm going to bust the screw. So you're going to have to push. Let's see if you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I got it just a little bit. Okay, so this has to be, the belt's going to go around this part right here, the metal part. And then you're going to
push this tensioner down, bring the belt around to the side, and then flip it over like this. So it'll go up against like this, and then we're going to come push this down, and then flip the belt onto that, okay? It's not that hard, but if you might want to look at it before you take it off, look at it and see how it's done before you flip that belt off. After you open this up and you spread that out, look at how it's put on there, okay? And it's not that hard. It's kind of like a belt on a car. All right, you'll get it. It's not that hard. So let's put this back in there. Back out of this, and let you guys see this part. So all we gotta do is just, we're gonna lift the barrel, or whatever you want to call this, the drum, the barrel, and then we're gonna slide it back in here. And it doesn't, it takes a second to do that. You gotta make sure that it's doing it right. And you just let your belt drop. And I think it's in there. Okay? So that's that on that part. Alright, and now I just gotta hook the belt back up. So I'm gonna hook this belt down to the metal part and then bring the tensioner down. And this belt's brand new, so it might be a son of a gun to get on there, because this belt's brand new. You gotta make sure those grooves are in there too. So I'm gonna hook this belt back up, and then I will come back in just a minute. So you guys are sitting here watching me. So it takes a minute to do it. Especially with this belt, it's going to be brand new. So just make sure that you look and you see how it was taken off, okay? And it's not that hard, just got to get it on there. All right, and I'll let you know here in just a second. All right, you guys, so we got the new belt on. So just make sure you watch how you take it off. It's not that hard to get on. It's just got to get both your hands in underneath there, okay? And then just make sure you rotate the belt, or rotate your drum a little bit so you can make sure that it's all the grooves in. It's in the groove where it was on the drum, or barrel, whatever they call this thing. Okay, so that it's still in the same spot. It's nice and tight. Make sure it's all there. Let me see if you're even seeing what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, you are. Okay, let me back out of it a little better. Okay, so looks like it's good to go. Make sure that it's not going to be setting a new course. Keep it on the same. Sliding there. Stay on the same move that it was on before. There we go. Just because the belt's so thick. And then here, whoops. And back out of this. I can't back out of it. Just gonna see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna go back down here and just make sure. Yeah. Okay, so that is good actually. Alright, so now all we're going to do is just put it all back together.
Okay, so we're going to put it back together, starting with putting the front on. So let's get the front put back on, and I'm going to put it on pause, and I'm just going to put this front back on like this. It puts down at the bottom now, so you got to remember. Let's see. Back out of this. Little. So we're just going to sit back and hook this back in like this, and screw everything back together. Alright? So I'm going to put it on pause, and I'll get the front done here. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to start up the dryer, and you heard it squeaking before, so we'll start it up. There we go. Got a big load in it. You hear the stuff clacking in there. No squeak though. Alright, there you go. Have a great day. And as you guys subscribe and like my videos. And until next time.